Okay, so I'm starting to clean out our blue shop here. A big blue shop that used to be just cold storage, but now I put this Yukon Klondike in here for heat. It pumps out some pretty good heat, and I need to get a new welder because this is my brother's. And then oxygen. Ran out of oxygen doing a job today. So I got enough wood in here, so that's gonna have to get tucked back there and there. So all this wood's in here not getting wet. And then this all has to be cleaned out so that I want to close that off tomorrow. Probably tomorrow, I don't know. So I can pull my '07 in here. GMC 07 and a half. New body style. And then I can still have Susie in here. And then still have room to do something. And then keep it warm in here all night. With that, just keep pumping wood into her. I don't sleep too well, so I can just... But we got this huge fucking mess here. It's all the insulation that we need for our big shop. Our new shop. This one's just as old as the property. Oh, as old as we've had the property. And now it's junk. We keep motors in here and shit. This is a demo motor that we're gonna make work sometime this year. Now I got a shop. I can weld and cut and grind and all that shit. I can't in the new shop or the old shop. New shop doesn't have power yet. This shop has power, has lights, dirt floor, but who gives a shit? And now it's got heat. And then it'll get closed up here, so it'll get decently warm in here, and then it'll get closed up back there. I just got some insulation in there right now because I was working here. It's fucking 0 degrees out. It was colder this morning. I'm trying to keep this bitch hot. I used pretty good amount of wood. And take that down. Don't need that. Take that one out. Don't need that either. Just don't. And then there's a bunch of shit I gotta clean out in here before I can actually make her a shop, but take out all this shit. Everything's gotta come out. And then get that door framed in, insulated. And then next summer, got a guy coming to do right in the spring. So I got lots to do before he can come, because I got fucking torn apart motors, trannies, fucking tires that Dad wants to sell. This fucker. Don't know why we buy half this shit, but just this big motor. I don't even know what the fuck that came out of. We buy a lot of shit, so. Yeah, Susie. Nice and warm. Oh, and then on this, I got my welder in here, and I'm gonna make my measurements, and then probably cut into the frame. Oh, my flash is off. But under there, and make a 3-4 inch pocket for the welder to sit in, and then I could see out my back window too. It's the weirdest thing going from doing welding all day to trying to do wood. I hate fucking carpentry. Can't stand it. I'm not good at it. I'm good at what I do, and that's welding and fabricating. I do not do wood at all. The only wood I like to do is burn the fucking shit. I respect the hell out of fucking carpenters. I hate it. Never had good luck with it. The closest thing I've done to carpentry is roofing, and that's just, oh, I like roofing. Roofing's, get a good crew with you, and fucking time flies by. And, oh, this fucker, this Milwaukee radio, it's kind of the cheaper one. They got one more up, and it's more expensive, and it's just as good, I've heard. But they got the little one, the little one, which is like a one that fits in your cup holder. And then they got that one, and then the one above that. And I went with that one because I was buying a shit ton of tools, and I didn't need to spend as much money as I did. Everybody knows how it goes. Oh, here's my tires for my 07 F550. That's a rest in peace, Keith. I was getting messed around with the DOT. They wanted me to put a stickers on it and, you know, get all my health insurance shit figured out and health card. And I said, fuck that. I'm just gonna go with this truck. So, backstory with this, my Susan, my sweet and adorable Susan, is I was out doing a job, got called to do it. I took Keith, because he was my welding truck at the time, and I saw her when I was welding, took a break, looked over in the woods, saw her, and I asked the guy, hey, what's up with this? And he said, I was just gonna put it up on Facebook for sale, and he ended up not doing that day because his wife said he had to get rid of it, or some circumstance where he had to get rid of it because he didn't need it or something. Maybe he got a new truck, but this was their farm truck. And then I asked him, hey, well, how much would you take for it? Because I was in the market for a truck. I'm always in the market for these trucks. We got 52 of them around the house because my dad collects them. I hit my elbow. That fucking hurt. So we got plenty of parts for her. Body parts and a couple of motors and trannies for her. But, you know, whatever. I'm sitting there talking to the guy, and he says, well, I'll take $3,500. I think he said right away. I said, well, I got 26 on me, and would you take the rest in just this job? I can do this job for free, but not free, but trade this work for the rest of Susan. And he said, yeah, I'll do that. So I spent a couple welding, a shit ton of welding rod, because I did it up good. But I had an aftermarket radio in it, and I took that out because it didn't work. And now I have to take it in to get my battery's running low on my phone, so I can't do flash. But I gotta take it in and figure out what the wires are doing. It's all hacked and packed, and you know, I expected it. It's an old truck. Lots of people have owned it. And take it in, get it fixed. And then my fucking dumbass, because our only heated shop is really small, I put them in like this, put them all the way in, and then the fucker, right as I'm backing out, it pops out and catches and just fucking rips and tears all the way over here. And I heard it, I went, oh, fuck, I know that sound, I've done it before. That shop is just a terror on tow mirrors. But she's looking good. Got the flatbed put on her, and she's fucking nice. This toolbox, it's just the best I've ever had. Best fucking job I've ever had. Fury, that's a good movie. But, oh yeah, yeah, this fucking welder. Oof, the nightmare. CFGIs went out. One of them went out, got moisture in it or whatever, right away. And this winter, I had 100 hours on it. And see, the motherboard goes out. So I had to send it in. Lost an actual shit ton of money because I had to put jobs off and they needed it done. So I couldn't do it. My welder was in the shop. So it all, you have to play it as it goes. It's not always going to run the best. If you got brand new machinery, you're not always going to be just start up your shit and go in the morning. And I wasn't ready for that. So I didn't even have a welding truck at the time. I was just throwing it and all the tools I needed in the back of my 07 and take off, and that's how I made my money for a while. And I built up a couple thousand, I think, or so, and then I got Keith, and then Keith kind of got me farther to where I was making the bigger bucks. And then Keith led me to Susan, and I couldn't be happier with Susie. He ended up telling me that he had never heard the turbo spool on this thing, and I went, no fucking way is that actually true. I start her up, and sure enough, nothing. Turbo's fucking non-existent, can't hear shit. Not even a little. I expected even a little whistle. Nothing. So we bought her and got her home. Oh, she didn't pop. These old trucks, you gotta know how to run them. Never heard it fucking whistle. So I went, well, what the fuck is going on there? And he goes, I don't know. I bought it from the guy, and he said he didn't know what was going on with it either. So I took it home. I took and because I got a shit ton of parts just laying around. She is not wanting to pop tonight. Okay, whatever. So I took the turbo off, put a new turbo on it. That was a problem because you could move the fins up and down like that and side to side. So it wasn't tight in there. And then it was chipped. All the fins were chipped. So put that on. Okay, still won't go. So I took and put a cone on. Oh, there we go. See, you got to know the little tricks of this. I put a cone on. And that helped out a lot. But it still wasn't running right. Turns out this little thing here was up like this, and it was caught. So it wasn't opening up this valve to this rod here. Builds up a pressure here and pulls this so that it... Oh, all inbound stuff. Okay. So it opens that up from the exhaust to let the air into here, to go into here to boost. You give your engine boost, but it wasn't giving that. So it was just grogged down and wasn't running right. So you just gotta put some time into things, and it all ends up working in the end. No, it doesn't. Well, thanks for watching. It's kind of a long one, but hope you put up with me.